MC Let's Talk. We're about to be talking about a bunch of stuff.
I feel like we need like an alarm of like sex talk, like woo,
yeah,
woo, sex talk. You know what I mean? Like
it's about to get filthy.
No, I'm just saying, just for future stuff.
Well, since he stole my thunder, sex talk it is. And so we're going to talk about some turn-offs and turn-ons, and then we're just going to let it fly, let it rip, and then see where it ends us. So I hope you enjoy, and
within reason.
What's it with what?
Letting it fly and letting it rip within reason.
Yeah, we're going to be respectable in these streets because we got reputations. Straight like that.
Know me.
Well.
Y'all.
Yeah, we
they know us. They know us.
Reputation.
All right, we're kicking it off. Turn ons,
All right,
turn
off, turn ons. All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
A turn off is smells. Okay? I can't do smells. Funny smells. It'd be like, no, I'm sick. Can't do it.
What's a funny smell?
A funny smell, like let's say you farted or something and it just was bad. Like
you got a thing with farting, because you put that up in another video, like when you said something about like somebody fart and destroy the whole mood.
No, that was a real life event that had nothing to do with me.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a story that was told to me about somebody, and I was like, dang.
It just seemed like that's like stuck in your head.
No, I was just saying, it's a smell, it's a random smell. It could be like a musty smell, like, you know what I mean? Like somebody kicking it to you in the street, you meeting them the first time, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like,
somebody needs some soap and water.
Whoa, buddy. Okay, that's a turn on. So, if you come to the bedroom with, your person of choice, you should come clean. You should come clean. Personal hygiene is very important. So, with that being said, that's one. I'll let y'all know when I think of another one.
What's your turn ons though? Or do y'all just want to do turn offs first?
Turn on. Turn on is I like. I'm mad weird right now. I guess. Let me think about it. Do I want that out there?
You should have wrote these things down.
I should have.
Right, crossed out. Yeah, can't say this.
No, I can't say that, right? So, I like my husband when he's like working really hard and he be looking like he just conquered the world, and it'd be like, dang, babe. Hey, shoot. Could do something right now. Sorry, right?
And mom might see it.
My mom will probably see it.
Go ahead.
Okay. Or like another one is like he be like trying to like when he be in his fatherly role, be like, you told her. I be like, babe, you just said that real daddily.
Did you say daddily? What the hell, man?
That's gonna work. Let's make that up. My bad. Okay. You know what I mean? I'll be like, oh goodness, okay, what you doing to me? Okay, enough with me. I'm pause for me for a minute, okay? Let me get my life together. I'm having flashbacks and stuff, just like gotta shut this down for a second.
I don't know how to follow that.
Mine's is simple compared to it. Turn offs is somewhat of the same. Like I'm big on smells, so like it's actually turn on and turn off. Like woman smells good, turn on. She smells bad, complete turn off. And a dumb woman turn me off. I don't know if that falls into the sexual category, but just
I warned him. I have blonde moments sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you warned me from the gate though, but you're really smart though. Like I'm talking about like just dumb. You know what I mean? Like just can't do nothing with you type. Dumb women turn me off really bad. And I'm starting to think that, I don't know if I can say that. That might kill some of our audience.
Yeah, don't say that.
I ain't
I
gonna
know
say
where
it.
you're
I
going.
ain't gonna say
Yeah.
it. That'll forget that one. Turn-ons. I like knowing that my wife enjoys what I'm doing. You don't like the eye contact thing as much, right? But for me, it's
Different.
no,
It's different.
I'm not staring, but I'm saying like some of the eye contact that you get is me enjoying the fact that I know that you're enjoying yourself or enjoying me or whatever the case is. So the turn on is knowing that you're turned on by whatever. Me satisfying you is part of my satisfaction.
Right.
So that's the turn on for me. Just to see, yeah, she likes it.
Yeah, no, I mean the same way.
Turn
See,
on.
now, let me explain the eye contact thing, okay?
You did it now.
No, because I think we need to make it clear here, too, okay? So, I don't like the weird, how some people, when they stare, they get the, like, big eyes. I can't even open my eyes that wide, but you know what I mean. Like, you get them big, people get them big eyes. And
Who
you like,
stares at you?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like that weird, uncomfortable stare, and they be like, so I mean, like, what the heck? You know what I mean? Like, nah, just close your eyes, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't look at me, okay? You messing me up. That's a turn off, right? But like, if I'm doing my thing and I'm looking, listening, that's a turn on.
Same thing.
At
We're
least
the
for
same
me.
boat.
And so, you know what I mean? Like, it's like feeding off of each other's, energy and stuff like that.
You actually said this earlier. I guess, heck, I don't know if I'll let y'all go. I don't know if I can say that either.
Can you want to whisper in my ear?
Just, yeah, let them, go ahead. What's y'all stuff?
All right, so let's see. Turn off. So I would say a turn off. Kind of going with what y'all said. Bad smells, and I'm just talking in context. We both kind of do the whole. The breath thing got to be straight.
Work. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That got to be straight. Let me see. What else? Yeah, I should have been thinking about this stuff while y'all was talking. And I'm probably gonna come to more turn offs in a minute. So turn ons would be
Okay.
like I actually like when she's wearing certain clothing. Like I love when she's in heels.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Love when she's in heels. I love like when she's like a turn on is like when we're just in the house chilling and she just got chill wear on.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So love that. And at times, turn ons is her aggressiveness.
I just thought about this right before you said the assertiveness.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Turn on. So turn ons. Honestly, I'm just turned on by my wife. Period. Like straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff.
Like I think I was watching back in the day. You remember Mike Tyson had this documentary thing? I think it was like his first one. And he was describing like how he's like a lion. He just watches his prey. Dude,
Let that be you in the house.
be ready to. I be watching the prey. Be
Ready to.
just because this thing here. Your turn.
All right. So, my turn-offs are smells as well, but my main, it's not necessarily like, cause I feel like I could do partially like a stinky body, but I cannot do stinky breath, like, cause we're kissing,
Right, so
you
close
know.
on.
And then like hot breath, I can't, cause they're not always the same.
How hot are we talking?
Like
beyond bodily heat?
yeah, like hot.
Okay.
And so like I prefer, this is a turn on, is cold, like colder kisses, you know what I'm saying? And so like that is a really big yes for me. And it also like, cause I just feel like, when you're it intensifies your nerve endings. You know what I'm saying, and the sensitivity of your skin when it's cold because it's unexpected. You know what I'm
Gotcha,
saying? So
gotcha.
I'm very into like the unexpected.
Very much.
And so
Very much.
so
Very
there's
much.
there's that. Turn off is anything like messing with my ears. Don't. Turn off is you know, like honestly a turn off is going for my upper area before I'm ready because I'm really sensitive about them. So going there before I'm ready, like before I give them, is a turn off. And then like taking them when I give them is a turn on. You know what I'm saying?
Fine line
So
type.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then let's see. I really like it when
I
Oh,
got
shoot.
you. I seen it too. That's why I was waiting for her to get it. I was waiting for her to
I
get it.
really like
Did
it.
you get him and you rubbing him on me?
Yo, shut up. I really like it, like because you know he has a profession where he has to dress really nice or whatever and stuff like that. So I really like it when he is in a more like, especially when he don't have no shirt on and his pants is like not up around his waist. It'd be like just down a little bit, showing a little crack. Ooh.
You nasty.
I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed.
Wait. Ladies, disclaimer. A lot of guys like when y'all are assertive and aggressive. Reason being, we're thought to be that type of one. We're thought to always like sex, always want sex, so forth and so on. So when y'all decide that y'all want it and y'all just go for it, big turn on for a lot. I won't say all. Big turn on for a lot of guys because it technically feels like it's part of our job all the time to get things started. Sometimes we want to know we're wanted too. So, you know.
And if he push you off, keep going after him. Just
Right.
get
We play hard to get too. Y'all don't even
right.
know. Y'all don't even know. No.
That's not right.
No, it's not. And a lot of guys probably wouldn't mind as long as you're not doing nothing crazy. They
Just
probably,
play along. Just play along.
Right. We play hard to get sometimes too,
Nah,
just to see
babe.
how much you want
Don't
it.
do it. Don't do it. He lying. He lying.
Right.
Just
Right.
no, stop, babe. Don't stop. Just keep going.
Right. Now, I'm about to switch up the question, but she told me I could say this. So I like the fact, because I just found this out not too long ago. I probably shouldn't have said that part, huh? That my wife likes or is turned on by the fact that I'm nasty. And that turns me on. If that makes any sense. They're like, oh, she liked this nasty. All right, I'm gonna do this. Like that whole thought process of, all right, she really liked me when I'm going into this bag. You know what I mean? Like,
But
sorry,
I use
Mom.
it against them later
Sorry,
on. I'd
Mom.
be like, you wasn't saying that when you do it. What da da da
She
da.
just used it before this video. I'm not gonna say what she said, but that's another turn on for me. I will ask you guys this, in the form of before you even get to sex, because you know, obviously the stuff that goes on with that in a role playing setting. Like, what's the turn on there? Like when y'all about to get into whatever. Like, do y'all have any type of turn ons getting into that path? Like, for instance, for me, not even role playing. I meant to say foreplay, not role playing. So forget role playing, foreplay. Like for me, my thing, like you were saying with your ears, mine's anything neck related or whatever. To where, you know, it could be a kiss, it could be like her just rubbing up against my neck or whatever. All that stuff just gets me going. Right off the bat. Like, so do y'all have any like foreplay style turn ons or turn offs? Like you said, you don't like the ear thing.
Yeah, I don't. There's a fine line for me with my ear, right? So sorry about that.
Sorry.
So I don't necessarily mind the ear. I just like I prefer like air, like the presence of you there and a
Okay.
little bit of air.
Okay.
Right. I don't like wet ears. I don't like tongue.
You don't like wet
it's-
willies.
I-
Like the,
stay it's like I have this thing like with my feet as well, right? So like I don't like the beach really because I don't like stuff in between my toes and like I don't want kissing on my feet and sucking on my
Okay,
toes and stuff
okay.
like that will irritate. Like I feel like I have to go wash.
Oh,
like
okay.
it makes me feel dirty. And so, like, stuff like that, wetness in weird places, it's like, ugh.
Hey, I don't know if I can say this one either. Go ahead, I'm gonna let y'all go. I got mad stuff I want to say. I don't know if I can say it. It's about you. It's another turn on of yours. That like I realized at one point, and then it's like, oh, she really liked this, but I don't know if I can. Go ahead, guys. Forget about it.
Yeah, I don't mind the whole ear thing, not the wet willy. You know what I'm saying? You know, but there's, you know, like if she comes around and she just starts, you know, yeah, like all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like my antennas go up. All right, I'm ready.
Instantly. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know, well, with her, well, she can explain for herself. But when she was talking about the, you know, the unpredictability, unexpected stuff, that's her all day. So, you know, for me, a little bit more reading, figuring out which key I got today.
Okay.
Very much true. I'm not a one hitter quitter type of situation. It's very on a day-to-day basis. So the things that turn me on, again, varies. But I like I was saying, like the
Go ahead, girl.
like when he goes for, first of all, I don't like, especially when we're kind of taking it slower, for you to go for the hot zones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
go for the unexpected.
Other spots.
You know, the
Gotcha.
other spots.
Gotcha.
Like, because I need to know that you like the rest of my body, not just my butt.
That thing nice though.
You know, so like, touching on my arms, my whole back, like behind me, is very sensitive. So like,
Okay.
if you start back there, like, you know what I'm saying, slow, intimate touches and stuff like that, anything is a
Back
good
there, cuz.
turn on. But then also on the flip side, when I am feeling more aggressive and stuff, to know that you can take it there, just pick a nigga up, throw her across the room, like I'm here for it.
Why is he flashing?
I'm here for it. So to know that like he has not only the ability but will do it, like the confidence to just
Brag
take
down
it.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Caveman, you know.
Yeah.
Caveman style. You remember Game of Thrones?
I didn't.
Huh?
Just let it go.
Oh.
I didn't see all the Game of Thrones.
You didn't see
I'm
you
filming
didn't-
the first season.
Oh. Well, I forgot my man's name. Drogo. All y'all that seen Game of Thrones, Drogo.
Is that the Aquaman dude?
Yeah.
Like, I know. All right. I know the guy.
Sometimes you just gotta Drogo it.
So that was a no. I can't. No. Leave it alone.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I can say it. I mean,
All right, go for it.
I think like a turn on for me is like knowing that you're enjoying it, not just like, you know, with sounds, but with words. Like, that's like a whole different experience. I think when you like
Elaborate, my G.
I am. For my husband, like, he's good with words, right? And so, like, you know, he'll do his, you know, public speaking, poetry, and all this different stuff. He ain't spitting no words to me, like, poetry-wise. That would be interesting.
I got something I can.
All
You know
right.
what? If you need some inspiration, remember on Booty Call? When Jamie Foxx and Vivica was doing, no?
I'm gonna laugh, and she gonna laugh, and I'll throw everything off.
He was rhyming in the other video.
My man was talking like Mike Tyson and everything.
Like you're so
Bill
soft.
Cosby and all that. No,
Like you're so soft, just like
no,
my
I'm
cotton
gonna
on my
start
gloves.
laughing. It's gonna mess me up. The only issue with that, because I know where you're. Or I'm sorry, was you done elaborating with what you were saying?
So it's a fine line with that. You know what I mean? It's like nobody want talking like the whole way through. It's, you know, hit it in moments and shut
And
up.
then speak,
Right,
yeah,
right.
speak on
That's
it.
one thing. Yo, shut. I can't. You not all of this.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though.
So,
That was new to me. like in regards to you, because every girl that I've dealt with before, all of them wasn't technically into that per se. You know what I mean? So I had to get my game up with you or whatever, because it was one time, and I don't want to get all the way in it, but it was one time where like, you know, I guess I'm talking, I'm this and that, and saying what like I'm going to do, whatever the case is, and she hit me with like, and what else? And in my head, I was done. So she hit me with a what else? I'm sitting there rolling in my head like,
Oh my God.
You run out of cool stuff to say. You ain't got nothing to say.
It took me a minute to figure something else out that fit in the moment. So for me, it was like brand new. So I had to. So I had to get my game up in a sense of like that. Sex, but it is like for now. Well, now going forward, like I actually like it too. You know what I mean? Because it still falls under. I know she I know she likes it or whatever the case
Right.
is. So now I've gotten to that groove. But before I was trash. I'll say it.
I'll give my wife props on that too, because like, you know, and I think this is a good one for new couples, new married couples, and things of that nature. Like, because what you did before, or what you did with whoever before, not
Correct.
gonna work.
Correct.
With,
Compatibility is a
you
thing.
know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, you know, if you think it is, your ego finna get hurt.
Correct.
So, you know what I'm saying? Listen to her. Like, and we could probably we're going to write a book eventually about just our experience. Because as you heard, she likes unpredictability. You know what I'm saying? One of the things about Capricorns, guess what we are?
Predictable.
Very much so. So,
I got you.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we know that there's a lot of people that are struggling in that area.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, you know, having a platform like this, the books and all that other junk, you know, can help y'all out. So make sure that y'all listening to your significant other.
I think that's very, 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 very important. I don't think I can't stress that enough because,
Correct.
and I think we spoke about this
Yeah,
before.
it falls
like,
under communication, like you said, and
Yeah.
ego has to be removed,
Right.
especially for
Right.
guys, because we,
Right.
you know,
And me being the person that I am, like I'm not necessarily gonna
lighten up your punch.
like I'm working on me trying to find better ways to say
Right.
things, and sometimes I just can't find. I need to get it out, but I don't want you to take it personal either.
Right,
It's
right.
it's not necessarily, it's not your fault, but it's like, all right, let's fix it, kind of thing. And so, when I get it out and I deliver it, it may like kill all your ego, like you don't have none
Right.
anymore. Right.
And that's real, and that's real.
And-
Like
yeah.
fellas, like, you know, word of advice: if you actually do care about pleasing the girl that you're having sex with, you know, be able to take that type of critique. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you listen to what she's saying, as opposed to take it as, oh, she's saying you don't know what you're doing. Because she's not necessarily saying that. What she's saying is, these are the ways to please me, or whatever.
Right.
Because I think everybody kind of has a template of things that they like to get them off, or whatever. But in regards to the person you're trying to please, who knows better than them? So you got to be able to just remove any ego and just say, all right, well, let me try some of the things she's saying, because, you know, if she's pleased, she's coming right back around to you, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's one of them things to where, like, just get out of your own way or whatever. She might be able to give you a few techniques to turn good sex into great sex.
But not only that, like it's more so like it may be something that you've experienced before with another person that you didn't really enjoy, but you can experience it with this person and it be like, wow, it's something mind blowing. It's like, dang, God,
Right.
it was something like that, but it wasn't that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And so I think that's very important to pay attention to, especially when you want it to be lasting. Like,
And that's
this
the other
person, yeah, you want to be sleeping with this person for the rest of
Forever.
your life. Like,
Forever.
I could tell you one thing: if I'm sleeping with you for the rest of my life, it better be great. Better be great. So, you know, you got some
I got some what?
high expectations.
Man.
We shooting for the stars. Sorry. You see, that's what I mean, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, if it's not right, then I'll be like, babe,
I'm actually with that.
Go
Though.
this
I mean,
way
it's,
or
it's
go-
one of them things
go
to
that
where, like, I'm cool with a critique. I guess it falls back into our other topic, which was, how you say something. You know what I mean? Like, again, male ego, fragile, very fragile. If you hit somebody with like, well, what was that? Then it's like, wait, what? You know what I mean? But if you just say, well, hey, look, you know what I mean? Like, I like these things. You know what I mean? Let's try this or whatever it is.
in the moment, it's what was that? It was like, hey, so you done?
And then you hit somebody with a, what was that?
What was that? It's like that. What was that?
So
That's,
let me
ego
so
shattering.
yeah, let me
See,
so
I'm trying to tell you.
you got it. So ladies, be careful when you do that
Right.
because the man he might go off.
Correct.
Just be careful.
Yes, you're right.
And every
Depends on
man
who you-
ain't
right.
able to take that type of hit
Exactly.
without hitting back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so.
So, and one of the things, kudos to the wife, you know what I'm saying? She can kind of speak to that because we've had those types of conversations, you know what I mean? And just to give y'all, like, one of the houses that we stayed in, we had that conversation, and your boy punched a hole through the wall.
Dang, bro.
Punched a hole through the wall.
You need anger management.
Yep. But it was coming from how you just
Right.
can't hit her. I gotta hit
Hit
something.
something. Get it
Okay.
out somewhere.
I gotta hit
Right.
something.
Make me punch a wall.
So that's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. When we throw that thing out there, it's gonna be fire.
It's gonna hurt.
But you know what I mean. But where we are now, it's a lot of growth. Like a lot of people look at what her and I have, and they don't know the type of manure that made the grass so green.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm
Good way
saying?
of putting it too.
And so, just be mindful, when y'all are having them conversations, because a man, and I think we talked about it in another video that y'all did. When you're talking to a man can be very sensitive, even though we always have to portray that we're fearless, that
Right.
we're
Nothing hurts you.
yet nothing hurts us. Crap does hurt, especially in that area.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not her intention. It's just that she doesn't, at that moment in time where we were, she didn't know how to really say it. So however she worked it out, you know what I'm saying? She worked it out, and you know what I'm saying? We can have them types of conversations. Because like we said earlier in the video, unpredictable, predictable. So your boy's constantly like coming up with new stuff.
Right. That's fair.
I remember we had this conversation, I think, when we was in New York. We was at the mall and we was going back.
Yeah.
Driving and stuff like
You
that.
talking about what I was? Well, that's because I think I know what you're talking about. That's because prior to us getting together, you talking about that? Like I think. All right, so we had like a conversation before me and Lo got married. We all was like in a group setting, and I don't know how it came out, but Laura randomly said something like to the accord of, if it's bad the first time, there ain't no seconds. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Like first impression, last impression type of deal, whatever. And I took that, not that I planned on having sex with her at that point in time, but I did take that in my head, like, oh, okay, well, if I ever, go to bat with her, I better make sure, or I ain't getting no, second chance, whatever the case is. So, the first time, mad pressure, B, you know what I mean? Like, all right. Jumping jacks, I mean,
Yes, sir.
making sure that I at least get good enough to where the second time I even get a second chance or whatever the case is. So, it's for a guy, all that's vulnerability. You're freaking naked, you know what I mean? Like anything you say when your cheeks is out, you're swinging, everything else can really
It's the Ball Johnson.
swoosh. Anything you say to a guy in that moment can be
Detrimental.
earth shattering for a guy. You know what I mean? So,
Maybe I'm a little too hard on people.
well, it should only really matter to me now. And I'm,
Well, yeah, it don't matter no more, but I'm just saying, like, just looking back.
yeah, probably.
Like, hey,
Probably.
I was a little me.
Very much so.
God
You
forgive
too?
me.
Yeah, both of
Yeah,
y'all?
that makes sense.
It's a light skin thing. So, yeah, y'all need to, y'all need to pull back on your punches a little bit.
Just the genius in them. That's all. Thugs.
Yeah, I mean, it really
No.
can kill a man. Like,
You know what? You know what's another thing is that my husband spoils me. I mean, I'm already a little spoiled.
you were spoiled before I got to you. But, yeah.
Yeah. So if I don't, usually I spoil myself. So that's where the spoiling it. You know what I mean? So, my husband spoils me. So, like, I think, I don't know. Is it a turn off for you?
Wait, are we talking sexually or just?
Yeah.
I
Like,
suppose.
because it could be like me wanting what I want when I want it, and then
Ain't a turn off for me. That's a turn on because that to me that falls into your assertiveness in a sense. You know what I mean? Like we spoke on the nipple thing. I'm not gonna say it again, but
shut
oh, well, all right,
Just say
the nipple in the mouth thing, like that's to me that's assertive
Hola.
darn near. You know what I mean? Like that's that's kind of like, oh, she know what you want type of deal. You know what I mean? And for a guy who, might have always had to make the first move or is used to making the first move, a woman stepping up to the plate and saying, "Yo, do this." She with it. You know what I mean? Like it's a plus. So no, I don't take me spoiling you in that way as a bad thing. To me, that's more of a plus. Personal feeling. Close it up. Wrap it up. Advice, whatever y'all got for turn-ons and
I
turn-offs.
thought we about to talk about these clock
My G, we can put that in a
cock
whole.
blocking behind
You want to put that in this
kids.
video? Put it in the video. Go
What
ahead.
time is it?
I'm just saying from we had a half an hour.
Oh, my bad.
Talk about. All right. So
right.
look, everybody here got kids, right?
Tell you about these kids. I'll tell you about these kids. All right. Now every time you be in the mood with your man, your husband, whoever, you know what I mean?
Dealing
And
with the
then,
turn-ons in life and whatnot.
bam. Next thing you know, mommy, daddy. Hold on. Like, the whole house was quiet. Nobody was
Right.
doing nothing.
Right.
Everybody mind their business. The moment you be like, come on, babe, let's
It's
go.
like a
Come on.
sixth sense. It
And
literally
then
is a
it
sixth sense.
really
I got one for
is.
y'all. This is what we get. This is what we get. What y'all doing? Mommy, can I come in there? Daddy, I'm scared.
Really?
It just be random.
Just whatever.
Just
gets you out.
anything to
Yeah,
get the door.
Anything. And I think and I tell him this all the time, it's definitely mainly the oldest one. It's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could be alone and not even be going there. We can be alone having a conversation, and here she come. Won't say nothing, just come
Just
up
check the temperature and everything.
and then go back down. I mean, any time
Really?
we were just earlier this week, we were outside sitting on the swing.
Yeah, we were at my
And we were
uncle's
just
house.
sitting outside
Y'all
on the
thinking like
swing.
she trying to catch y'all on something, or she just
I'm
curious?
gonna get to that. I'm
Okay.
gonna get to that in a sec. I'm
She
gonna
got
get
a
to that in a
daddy
second.
complex.
But she definitely
The job
is
is
a daddy's girl, which is not a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really like that. That they have that relationship with their dad, because I didn't. But the fact that it's like, it's almost like he's hers.
Yeah.
Bruh. Let's calm that down, okay? So, like, and I think it makes matters worse because she did catch us,
Okay. Okay.
and so, like, it's almost like now, because she's getting older, I feel like she's becoming more curious of like what
they were
really
doing.
is going
Right.
on. You
Gotcha.
know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
Anytime your kid asks, I want to know what y'all doing when mommy making all them sounds.
right.
Really? What'd you say? How'd you get out of that?
We
I
didn't say
don't.
nothing.
Yeah.
We did not answer.
I was tickling her.
Now, see, that's new for me because, obviously I'm the one that don't have any biological kids. You know what I mean? So, relationship-wise, I never had to really worry about that. You know what I mean? It was, let's get it in. We ain't got to worry about
Right.
sounds or anything else. So, to come into a relationship where, like, that's a thing now. So, where it's like, yo, let's be quiet or let's
Right.
sneak off here or
Right.
whatever. I still am getting used to that. Like,
Right.
oh, let's get this quickie in. Like, quickie?
Right.
Like, huh? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can't do it that hard. Don't make no noise. I'm like, what? You know,
Right.
like all that stuff was new to me. It's like, so
He's listening.
right. I mean, it's
Right.
like I literally had to be like, oh, all right, cool. Like I can't just
Mm-hmm.
take off this and just jump
Right.
into like I
Right.
gotta be mindful.
We like
because-
close the door and then go into another room, which is the closet.
Right.
Close
And
that
turn
door.
on the TV
turn
loud.
on
Yeah.
Right.
all these different precautions you got to take just to get it in with your wife.
Yeah.
It's like for me,
Lock
that
the
was
door.
that was crazy. I mean,
You
because
know.
we've been caught before too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We had that just destroyed my life.
It's starting to kill like
Like my heart stopped.
like she jumped so
like-
hard it like threw everybody up like whoa. You know what I mean? And
Like, it was like, it was like an explosion happened. Like it was like,
I'm like, Daddy, can
Boom.
you explain why your mama's ass was in the air?
like you can't even ask no questions like that. Like
yeah,
my
yeah.
child was sleepwalking. She bust in the room like the popo. And we getting it in and everything like that, and I'm just like thrown, like I
Couldn't even start back up
I
after
throw
that. Like,
myself,
she
okay?
couldn't
I
even get
threw
back in.
myself. I just went. My heart left my body. I thought I died and came back to
That's how you
life.
was?
And like life was over, and I'm trying to gather my. Come on back to bed, baby. Like, and then he like, all right, let's go. What?
Yeah.
She back in the bed, and he like, all right, let's go. And I'm just like, I
Pump
can't.
your brakes.
I'm off. I'm off
Right.
this. This is not happening no more. We're done. You know what I mean? Like that for me is life threatening. Like,
Right.
it's like
It took us a while, like when the girls were nursing, like especially Ari, we really like, cause I am a helicopter mom, so our kids slept with us
Mhm.
for majority of their
A
infancy.
year,
Gotcha.
mostly, you might as well
Gotcha.
say.
So, like it took me a while to kind of get, like, to even be able to detach, like, okay, like it's okay to do this with them in the vicinity. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, especially them, like, I don't know what was going on in my mind, like, she knows, like, no, she's a baby.
She didn't know nothing.
The
I used
baby.
to always tell her that.
And it
She
was
ain't
like,
know nothing.
we and we got to the point where, I'm nursing while he's doing it, like, cause milk squirt at the same time, so might as well knock
choke
two
the
birds
damn
out
baby.
with one stone.
too much milk.
What is it, like before 4 or something like that? They don't remember Jack.
Right.
Right.
But it's like now it's like you said, doing all these extra precautions that take away, the spontaneity that I love so much, because it's like, okay, turn up the music and turn on the TV and tell their asses to go outside and then, put up the gate, the baby gate.
Right, all types of
Yeah,
stuff.
Like,
all kinds of stuff.
It's
Lock them out. You gotta lock them out.
So we get rid of them as soon as possible, as much as possible, and we have our date days where they're in school and we be making it work.
Yeah.
Like, is there really, like, besides them just growing up and wanting to be away from their parents, is there a fix to this?
No, they're always
Yeah.
they're like leeches. You know what I mean? Like
Like, come on.
Yeah.
they are. I mean, it's like they smell blood.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a sixth sense.
You know what I
yes.
mean?
It really
It
is.
really is,
It really is.
I agree.
Every time that we're getting ready, and it's kind of, like she's
Warming
like
up.
I turned the oven on, and it's getting hot. You know what I mean? Here come one. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, like, I
And-
think if we all just shut up for a while right now, somebody's coming up to see what happened. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I get it.
So like one of my homeboys said to me, you just kind of gotta get it in, when you can. You know what I mean? Like if he catches his wife, you know what I'm saying, doing the laundry or something, whatever. Laundry room it is. Kids is outside. You know what I'm saying? She just got out the shower. Boom. Well, all right. Let's kids is doing something. And then like she said, what we do is we try to get them, to one of our relatives, once or maybe twice a month on the weekend or something like that.
Gotcha.
Usually once a month. And then, we have 2 date days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Second Monday, fourth Tuesday.
So like you gotta make time
Mhm.
outside of
Right.
Right.
And so inside of that, you know what I'm saying, is where the spontaneity window kind of opens up.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's what we're trying to do it there.
I think it's worse with when you have spoiled kids, like where, you know, the child is attached to the mama or the daddy. Like I had the same issue that you had with Ari, with Gianni. Gianni didn't even want a male sitting next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Layla was similar. They don't want nobody
Right.
touching me, on me. And it's just like, it's an attachment issue. I didn't have the issue with Gianni. He slept with me for a good portion of the year, his first year. But as soon as he turned 1, it
Right.
was
Yeah, we
cut off, you're done.
Right.
He slept sleeping in his, like, he was excited. Like,
Right.
I was hyping up his own room and stuff,
Right.
like, look at your room. And he slept in it and been sleeping in his room ever since.
Right.
Layla, I can count several times where if she came and slept in my bed, it was more so her sneaking in the bed. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Layla's never, like, from a baby, she was in the bed, bassinet until she was like 3 months. And then from 3 months, she was in her crib. And from her crib, we turned it into toddler bed to the toddler bed to the twin. And so, like,
Right,
she's
right, right.
been in her
Always
bed.
been
She
in her
knows
bed.
to be in her bed. Like, I did it a little different with, you know, Layla than Gianni because, I mean, I breastfed both of them. And, like, so, you know, they have that attachment
Right.
already there.
Right.
And then it's convenient for them to be close, right? But I don't want you feeling like that body heat is necessary when you
For
go
you to
to
be
your
comfortable and go to
room.
sleep.
Right, exactly. So that for Layla, it was just like, all right, here you go. And then I go to sleep. When you wake up, all right, here you go. All right, done. Go back to sleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it had to become a routine for me to make it consistent, especially when I knew I can't have her and
Right.
like I did not want that attachment issue that I had with Gianni,
Gotcha.
you know, for that whole year. And so I think that was important in helping her just be comfortable, you know, sleeping in her own room and everything like that by herself.
Mom, this does make me wonder if I was a cock blocker back in my day. If I was, I apologize.
You was.
Because now I realize the heck I was doing. I was messing up flows and everything else. So if I was, perfect time for me to say I'm sorry. Didn't mean anything by it. I was a mama's boy. I was breastfed the whole 9. I didn't want nobody touching my mom or touching me. Except for my mom. So literally, like it was both sides. Like, look, if mom's not picking me up, don't touch me, type of deal.
Wow.
So I can only imagine if somebody was near my mom, how I was feeling. My sister probably was the same way. So I'm gonna apologize for Katrina too. No offense, my G. Like I get it
Wow.
now. It was bad. It was
Wow.
bad.
I don't think I was like that. I don't know. I never asked my mom.
Well, I
I
didn't
know
ask her either,
I think
but
my
I'm
little
just
sister
assuming that I
was when
probably
it
was.
came to my mom because I remember living in this one house. It was an apartment when we lived in New York, and the door would be closed, and we would just go knock on it like just to. Something like that, but Tony would like go inside, like she was like bust open.
Wow.
And he's like startled the mess out of them. I think that's what I can't remember exactly what happened, but I just remember the door used to be closed and we used to be back in the house and be active. Never mind. But we didn't know what was going on, but you know what I mean, like we was playing around and they could have been serious for them. You know what I mean?
Senses.
Yeah.
Spidey senses.
Any advice on cock blocking kids or turn-ons and turn-offs that you can give to anybody, whether married couples, people with children, relationships, anybody for anything?
I say, general rule of thumb, wait till they go to sleep, but always lock the door even when they go to sleep, because if you don't, then they bust in the room and scare you to death. So, save your life, save their life. You ain't gotta worry about destroying nobody's life by letting them catch you in that. That's not the case with y'all situation. She's young, she'll be alright. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's my only advice when it comes to cock blocking.
My advice is turn the TV up, lock the door, go to town, bruh.
My advice is, we're not, well, I'm not gonna say we're not. I'm not a night person. I'm morning, midday person. So get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. And listen to your spouse as far as the turn on, turn off. Like, listen.
Good segue into me. That's exactly what I was going to say. Communicate to your spouse, find out what turns them on, and act accordingly. Because you might have thought you was doing it right, and you might not be. So talk to each other, see what turns each other on about you, and vice versa, and go from there. We stress communication. It'll always be within every single topic that we put up here. You got to talk to the person that you're married to, going with, plan on marrying, having sex with, whatever the case is, if you want it to go anywhere. That was MC Let's Talk, Sex Talk Edition.
Sex talk.
That's what I'm saying. Like that. Anyway, that was Sex Talk. We will be back with these guys, us. More to come. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. We will see y'all later.